Hey guys, Sam from Manfa Makes and...
Mafia Mike.
Okay guys, so we have quickly hopped on today to give you a bit of a crochet catch-up. It was about 13 days ago that we did one. You will not be seeing this video today. Today is June the 1st, 2022. I think I am going to try and schedule it for tomorrow though, so it won't be long until you do see this. We have had lots of other content on the channel so far in the last 13 days, lots of happy mail. I do read the Grimm's fairy tales on a Saturday and a Sunday. I have done other bits and pieces along the way. All my videos are obviously in my playlist. Please do go check them out. Hi to all my returners, you keep coming back. I don't know why, but thank you ever so much. And hi to all my newbies as well. My numbers just keep on growing and I am this far away from 600. So thank you so much. Thank you for all your support, love, kindness. And yeah, let's jump straight into what we have been up to. So we have been very busy with our crochet behind the scenes. I'm just going to get myself comfortable because we're going to be here a little bit. Okay, so as you may know from previous videos, I did try and join in with the hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2022. I think this was nearly finished, or if not finished last time I showed it. It is, of course, this beautiful snake that I made in this lovely variegated yarn. I have completed him. He now lives in my youngest son's bed. He claimed him, he wanted him. So this is my first entry. This was one of the free patterns, so it is worth 1 point. So yeah, I did that one, just grabbed a variegated that I didn't really have a plan for, thought it was a good chance to use some of it up out of my stash, because as you all know, my stash just keeps growing, and also this one over here is starting his own stash as well. We are rapidly running out of room, and actually when you're watching this tomorrow, us behind the scenes are going to be pulling all this out, rearranging, mixing mics in with Manfas. So you might have a brand new backdrop to see soon, guys. Fingers crossed. So yes, this is my first entry. It was hosted this month by the lovely Elissa over at Ania's Toy Box. I will, of course, put her channel link down in my description box. I have taken a photo and sent in my entry. So I am just going to put him around my neck for a minute. So that is my first hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2022 completed and done. And then I didn't just want one, I wanted another one, but because I had lots of other bigger projects interspersed with all these, you know, bits and pieces that we were doing, I did manage to do this tiny dinky little blue dino with his lovely lilac spikes. This again was one of the free patterns, so this is worth 1.2. 1 point as well, I should say. My little boy Max didn't even know I made this. I made this when he wasn't home. So I'm just going to leave it in his bed because he'll probably claim it anyway. So this will be another homemade item that Mummy made that Max has in his collection. So yeah, that's my little cutie patootie. These were so quick to make.
Something I found on the web.
Alexa, stop. The AI lady in the corner thought I was talking to her. How rude. Didn't even say her name. Sorry, guys. So yes. See, we don't edit. Things like this happens all the time when I film. We don't edit. So there you go. That's real life at Manfa's house. And it's completely put me off what I was saying. Yes, Max will claim him. Max will keep it for himself. He does like to keep everything that I make as long as it's not too girly because, you know, boys and stuff. So that is my other entry. So I have 2 points for this month. And like I said, it was the lovely Elissa over at Ania's Toy Box who hosted this month. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to join in with Amigurumi Wars for the month of June because I have a lot of things coming up, a lot of things planned. I will if I can, but the likelihood is that I won't. So these might be the only amigurumis you see for a few weeks because I've got a lot to do and not enough time. So these are my hashtag Amigurumi Wars. So that's those two. Then another thing that I've been busy with, and I have shown you in a video earlier this week, was the Red Velvet Rose shawl / wrap by Expression Fibre Arts. That was done as a collaboration between Laura over at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming and a yarn addict with Karen. A lot of us joined in, jumped on the bandwagon. It was just between those two, but you know, I want to do things other people are doing because, what's the word? FOMO, fear of missing out. That's me all over, just saying. And I did show it, but I will just grab Wibbly Wobbly Wendy, as Mike calls her.
Because she's wibbly wobbly.
This one.
Is she big?
She is big. And this is already on my playlist, so do check her out in more detail in that video. Please don't fall over, Wendy.
Stop wobbling.
There we go. So that was the Red Velvet Wrap. So that was an FO. This is an FO. This is an FO. I'm doing good with the FOs at the minute. It's normally whip, whip, whip. Anyway, so yes, Red Velvet Rose, hashtag Copycat Collab 2022, Amigurumi Wars 2022. And then in and amongst all that as well, the lovely Anita over at y.o.h crochet. She designed an amigurumi pattern of her own. She was asking for testers. I volunteered to be a tester for her as well. She has now officially released the pattern, so I am now officially able to show you what we were all making. And it was this really cute little bear. He is called the Rockstar Bear. The colour is really not being picked up at all. It is a bright teal, bright blue, bright purple, and obviously white accents, you know, over the bear. He has also got lovely blue eyes, but I don't think the camera's gonna... Oh yeah, the camera picks up the eyes okay. There we go. But this bear is a lot more vibrant in real life. He also does have a little tail. As always, Sam is rubbish at sewing on appendages, and they are always a little bit wonky. But do you know what? He's cute and he's mine, and they can't all be uniform and precise because that doesn't happen with crochet, as we do not mass produce. Each and every one turns out a little bit different. Again, Max will probably claim him. He hasn't seen him, but I'm pretty sure that when he does, he'll want to keep him because he keeps everything else that I make. So this is another FO. And let me let you into a little secret. The lovely Anita over at y.o.h crochet has said us testers have permission to give away one copy of the Rockstar Bear to one of our lovely subscribers and family members. So if you are interested in making this little cutie, then please write down in the comments section what can we put for the giveaway win. Somewhere in your sentence put the words pattern please. I would like the Rockstar Bear pattern please. And then in a week's time, so this is going to be airing on Thursday, so next Thursday I will pop back on, and on whatever video lands next Thursday, I will make sure that I do a drawing of the pattern winner, and I will send it to you via email and in PDF form so that you can either print or you can save to your phone and work from it from there. So if you would like to own this pattern for free, please put in your comment pattern please, and you will be within a chance of winning. All of those that don't win, I am so sorry, only one can win, but Anita does have it on her channel, and I do believe that she is selling it, and I don't know whether it's Etsy or Ravelry. I should have checked that first, but if you contact Anita, she will be able to point you in the right direction. And all of Anita's patterns are very, very reasonable. They are not expensive. They're probably just a couple of bucks or so. So please do, if you are interested, if you've got a little person in your life, or you've got a new baby coming, or you just fancy having a teddy bear all of your own, then please do go and check it out and put in the description if you would like the pattern. So there's a little hidden giveaway there for you guys, and another FO for me. So that's 3 FOs plus the shawl is 4 FOs. So Those are the little bits and pieces. I have, of course, been working on Poppy the Pixie, but I can't show you her on these videos. I can only show you her on her own videos on a Friday. So look out for this video this Friday and you will see her progress. So busy, 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 busy. Okay, so I am going to pass over to Mike because he wants to show you the little bit of progress he made on his C2C. And then when he has shown you that, we will show you what we are making together. Over to you, Mike.
So, from the last video, if you saw it, I was on the decrease of my C2C that I've been working on. It's very big. Obviously, I have to stretch it right across the screen there, look at that.
So we started down here.
Worked my way all the way up to there. And obviously, the last video, I was only two rows into that one, and now I'm on the last row of the grey, and I'll be going back into the purple. But for a moment, it's parked because of the project we're working together on. But
yeah,
I think that is very. Oh, this is smart. To be fair, I do like it.
He's very proud.
I'm very proud of it. It's my first project. In all fairness, I mean, I did do like practice projects first, but. Little washcloth, which is still in my car, to be fair, and like a swatch, whatever you want to call it, little practice one. But this was my first big project, and I'm quite proud of it, to be fair.
And Mike will be getting back to it, guys.
I will be doing it. I'll be completing it,
and you'll understand why it's parked in a minute.
Yeah, as soon as we finish the next one, to be fair.
Yeah.
So there's that one, and now for the one we're working together on.
Right. So I recently became the newest member of the Twisted Fibre Friends. The other Twisted Fibre Friends is the gorgeous Jennifer over at Froggy Went Knitting, the beautiful Kerry, the Yarny Elephant, and the gorgeous Coco over at Cocktails and Crochet with Coco. If you are not familiar, their links will be in the description box. All channels I mention, I do try and link below.
Definitely check them out.
Definitely check them out. It will be well worth your time. Anyway, so the four of us, me, Jen, Kerry and Coco, we are the Twisted Fibre Friends. We currently have a crochet along going on as a group over there. If you are interested, please do join the Twisted Fibre Friends group over on Facebook. Once you have answered the questions and one of the four of us has let you into the group, you will have access to the pattern that we are about to show you for the crochet along. This pattern was designed by our very own lovely Coco. It is one of her original patterns. You can only get it if you are part of the group, and also if you post a picture of your completed item that we are crocheting along, you will be in with a chance of being put on a spinny wheelie thing and winning a lovely prize from the Twisted Fibre Friends. So I've got the pattern right here. I'm sorry that I only printed it out in black and white. It doesn't do the pattern any justice in black and white. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it is the Coco's Pastel Paradise Lacy Wrap. It is very, very gorgeous, very, very beautiful, and actually it is a very, very lovely pattern to work up. I will tell you how I'm getting on with it, and then Mike can tell you his experience with it, because obviously I've been crocheting just a smidgy bit longer than Mike has, 8 years a month. So, you know, and we're going to do it together. And normally when the Twisted Fibre Friends do a cal, you get 3 weeks to a month, maybe up to 6 weeks. It just depends what project we're making. Mike and I are not sure whether we will make it and complete it in time for the end of the cal, but that doesn't bother me or Mike, because Mike has a different end goal for his, which he'll explain in a moment. And for me, I wanted to be as supportive and helpful as I could be for Mike with this project. We decided that I would do it row by row with him. We would work together. Therefore, I am working at a much slower pace than I normally would be. I probably would have completed it by now if I was doing it by myself.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. There's no need to apologise, because at the end of the day, Mike is brand new. Other than his C2C and his little dishcloth, he has never done anything like it. never done a wearable. This is all brand new, and he couldn't even read a pattern. He didn't even know where to start with reading a pattern.
First of everything.
So I printed off a copy for myself, and I printed off a copy for Mike. And what I did is I asked him to read it, see how he understood the terminology in the pattern. He did super, super well, to be fair. There was only a couple of little tweaks I had to make along the way. The first repeat, because it's a 12-row repeat that you do the complete 12 3 times, and then the fourth time you only go to row 9. However, Coco does explain that you can do as many of those repeats as you like. You can stop at any point that you like. It doesn't have to stop at being a wrap. It could be turned into a blanket or an Afghan, baby blanket, whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, it's an absolutely awesome pattern, and we did it row by row for the first repeat, because obviously each row, different instructions, different way of,
my first time doing it.
Exactly. And I wanted Mike to be able to see the written words, see it transpire into physical crochet, and then he can see how the instructions actually look when it's made up. Now that he is on the second repeat, he doesn't even need me anymore. He's just whizzing his way through it. And it's actually been handy for me, because rather than being so focused on getting this done, it has enabled me to do like the snake and the dinosaur and the rock star teddy bear in and amongst doing a few rows with Mike. We'd normally manage a row, maybe 2 rows a night. But while I'm waiting for him to catch up, I can do a bit more on the little amigurumis I'm making, or a bit more on the shawl, the other shawl that I made, things like that. So it's actually working out better for us, and it's helping me get a lot more FOs and getting a lot more things worked on, rather than just focusing on one. I'm doing a bit of 3 or 4 or 5 different things, which is great.
And she also made me feel good about it, because she was doing her other projects, and I managed to get ahead by about 5 rows.
He did.
But she caught up very quickly.
I finished the things that I needed to finish, because obviously Amigurumi Wars ends on the last day of the month. This copycat collab ended on the last day of the month, because I had a time limit for those. I really needed to concentrate on those. And I said to Mike, now that you're comfortable with the pattern, now that you understand the pattern, now you know where you're going, now it might just be, oh, what am I doing with this stitch again, babe? And I just speak him through it, and away he goes.
Yeah.
So he got that confidence boost of getting those, 4 or 5 rows ahead of me. He knew full well that I would catch him up quickly. But to give him that confidence boost and to give him the ability to read a pattern is really a massive key to this fibre art, because if you can read a pattern, then you are free to make whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I hope that I have passed on the key. He now has the key to the lock of it all.
And also, I've only been doing this a month, maybe a month and a half, and I've added a lot of information for this project thrown at me, and it's been frustrating at times, but we got there.
We did. He has done so well. I am so proud. I do wish the frustration could be dialed down just a little bit. But that is just Mike's nature. He is a red-blooded bloke.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. But I'm sure a lot of you can understand. And also Mike will be very honest with you. His patience isn't always, massively high. But what I do is I tell him to put it down, walk away, come back to it with fresh eyes after a little bit of a break. We'll try again. Don't give up. If you give up, you're never going to go back to it, and it's going to remain an unfinished object, or it'll just be all ripped out and you'll never carry on. And that's a shame, because actually at the end of it, you're going to have such a beautiful project.
And this project is actually for someone. I have started making this, for those who don't know, for my nan's birthday in July. So I need to finish it before then. On the 3rd of July, so I've only got a month, but we're on the second repeat, so there's only 2 more if you go the full way.
We're actually halfway through the second repeat.
Yeah, so we're pretty much almost 3/4 of the way through. So
yeah, So he's doing really, really well.
Yeah.
He'll go into more details about that soon. So I am making it because obviously I am a Twisted Fibre friend. I want to support and promote my beautiful Twisted Fibre friend colleagues, co-hosts, and obviously Coco because it's her pattern. I will show you mine first. I am using a rainbow sparkly yarn, of course, because Manfa, rainbows, you know, just saying. The likelihood is I don't use shawls or wraps. Never been a thing. Hang on, let me just pause. We'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that, but there was a knock at the door. It's more happy mail, so you're gonna have to wait for that. So where was I? Yes, I don't normally wear shawls or wraps. It's never really been a thing that I've even thought of or looked into or even made. I seem to be making a lot of them at the moment. The Red Velvet Rose, I have decided who I'm going to be sending it to. That is still a surprise. That it still hasn't been sent because it's still on Wibbly Wobbly Wendy. I'm a little bit behind. And I have selected another person to receive this, and again I am not going to tell you who. It will be happy mail for that person as well, and I hope they really, really like it. I would much rather something I made be loved and used and worn rather than get folded up and put in a box or put in a wardrobe, because crochet deserves to be loved, crochet deserves to be used, and if I'm not going to, I'll find someone that will. So yes, this is mine. It's folded in half at the minute because it is quite long. The colours are okay on my camera. They are a bit more vibrant in real life. It is super sparkly, and you should see it of a night time when there's brighter lights on it. It is literally blinging.
Sometimes I turn a corner and go, ah.
Yeah. It's got silver thread running through it. It is super sparkly. This yarn was again gifted to me generously by the lovely Sabrina Melajuice. When she gave it to me, she explained that the ball band was not accurate. It was not that yarn. So I have no clue what this yarn is, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And you guys all know that I am very anal and OCD. I thought I was going to colour control this, and I did to begin with. But now that I know that I'm not keeping it for myself, and I'm pretty sure the person I'm sending it to isn't really bothered about these kind of things, I am trying to relax and just let the yarn flow.
That's what
Doesn't come naturally to me. It's not something that I can do normally, but I am. Because if you can see here, I'm showing you the wrong way around. If you can see here, it goes from this lovely peachy pink to this darker pink. So it breaks halfway in the row. Can you see here? And also further up, where is it? Where is it? It goes from this purple here to the more lilac tones. Can you see? There's a break right in the middle of the row. Well, not right in the middle, but a little way in. Now, normally I would have snipped this purple off and just joined at the beginning with this so that this whole row would be this colour, but I am trying to free flow. I am trying to let go of my control freak antics. I am trying not to be anal. This is going to be a gift, and I'm sure the recipient really doesn't care whether I colour control or not. So I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it, guys. And it is a massive thing for me, Mike, isn't it? I really struggle with things like that.
But I think seeing me do it as well helps, because I haven't colour controlled mine. I've just gone. I said to myself that I'll let the yarn work itself. And this one, and it has. And it's doing quite well, to be fair.
But even in general life, I'm a bit OCD and a bit anal on these sorts of things, aren't I? I mean, poor Mike, the things that he has to put up with and some of my irritants and things. I don't know why he's still living with me, to be honest. Because it's hard to live with myself. I annoy myself. So yes, there it is. That is the work on it so far. That is, you start down here and you'll work your way up, and this row here is the end of the first repeat, so we are well into our second repeat. That is mine. It's being gifted, not telling you who. No. And over to Mike again.
Alright, so let's see mine. Again, it's folded because it is long, but here we go. There's my colours, and it's It's a little bit more busy than Sam's, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if you can see the actual colours, but it's beautiful purples, pinks, reds, because they're my nan's favourite colours.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the bead stitch, which is the last of the row, or the repeat, and it goes up into the...
No, bead stitch is row 11,
Yeah.
and then this one above
Oh
it is
yeah,
the
so
last.
then we're into it after.
Yeah.
But it's quite long. Obviously, I am quite new, so tension is something to be desired. But it is just tension, so I will block it, and it will all...
It'll straighten itself out.
Straighten itself out straight away.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can see how busy mine is. Obviously, the amount of breaks. There's one there. Oh, and there's one there, and there. It just breaks all the time. But I'm going with the
He's
flow.
fine with it.
I'm. It works up quite well when you if you put it. Let me just.
This is the yarn he's using, guys. It is Hobie Horizon in the colour Dawn. It is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. And then obviously when it's on, it just looks perfect. It doesn't matter about the colour control really. It works.
And you know what? His nan is probably going to fall on the floor in shock that he has taken the time to handcraft an item for her birthday. Normally, we're a little bit rubbish with birthdays, aren't we? Because it's last minute. We never know what to get them.
No.
Mike's nan is well into her 70s. There's not a lot that she doesn't have or need.
No.
So it's normally a beautiful bouquet of flowers, a box of chockies and a card.
So I thought I'd make this for her
yes,
instead.
as soon as Mike saw that there was this crochet along with the Twisted Fibre Friends, I don't know whether he asked or whether I suggested, but it was agreed between us that he was going to give it a go as well, because then he could make it for his nan. It also gave him the opportunity to go yarn shopping, because he didn't have those colours in his stash, and he wanted to make it personal to his nan, and her favourites are reds and purples.
Beautiful yarn.
Yes, there's pink
Very
thrown
soft.
in, but she will absolutely love it. I am going to take some little clips on my phone of him crocheting, because his nan is a very strong, very feisty Scottish lady. And unless you have proof, she will just think that it's been staged, that I made it, because she knows that I crochet. She will not believe that Mike made it with his hands and that he has learnt, because she will be like, he hasn't got the patience for that. Well, sometimes he doesn't, but he is doing it. And if I just take a photo, he could just be staged holding the yarn and the hook and the project. She's not going to believe. Whereas if I take film of him actually working the stitches, actually crocheting along, and I'm nowhere in sight, she cannot deny that he hasn't made it then. I won't be able to include those clips on these videos because I am not technology minded. I don't have editing software. That will just be personal for Mike's nan. We might take a video of Mike giving it to her on her birthday. We're not sure yet. If she's happy to be on camera, then we will. If not, we will just let you guys know how much she loved it and let you know on a future video. But yes, we're doing it row by row together, and even if he speeds on ahead, I soon catch him. So
Very quickly. I mean, within like hour.
But for both of us, it's just been super lovely, not only to now share a joy of crochet, but we're actually working on the exact same project, and we're making the same thing, but they look entirely different. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I think it was a great pattern for Mike to start learning how to read a pattern for. Coco, thank you ever so much for supplying this, because there aren't many beginner-friendly patterns out there that I have found. They are all a little bit complicated. I'm sure there are plenty, but the fact that it's Coco's and the fact that Mike has managed to click and get it in and is working away independently now, absolutely incredible. And we have a joint product. His is going to be gifted to his nans. Mine is going to be gifted to a surprise Happy Mail recipient. And that, I think,
that is our crochet
for our crochet catch-up.
One little thing, obviously, I'm using a 5. Sam's using a...
I am using my 4mm or G clover.
So mine is slightly longer.
So it's the same weight yarn.
The same way.
Yeah.
But mine is slightly longer because of the thicker... The bigger hook.
Same weight yarn. Different size hooks.
Yes.
I'm 2 sizes smaller, or he's 2 sizes bigger. So his is more drapey and more lacy. Mine is more compact and tight and you know.
It's my new hook.
And that was the hook generously gifted to him from the lovely Christina over at Bella and Janetto. I am going to have a lot of channels to link down in my description box. So yes, guys, we really are going to leave it there. Please do click the links down below. It will be worth your time. I will never recommend anyone to you that I do not know or do not like myself. There are so many awesome content creators out there. I know you will never have enough time to get to everyone all of the time. I'm really behind on videos myself. Just do what you can when you can. We all really appreciate it. Thanks for the love and support. Thank you for encouraging Mike and I, me teaching him and him learning from me. I think that's equally frustrating for both of us at points. Yes, so there we have it. So we're going to do the backwards and forwards thing again.
If you'd like to.
I don't even know if they saw it the first time yet because I don't know when. Oh, they didn't see it. Let's do it for them.
Really seen it,
no, right. So we're going to do my outro and we're going to take it in turns because when we did it in another video we've recorded today, it was quite funny. So guys, thanks for watching and
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
And get some good crafting time in.
And we will see you in the next one.
All around the YouTube streets.
How cute is that? And how goofy. Anyway, guys, we really will see you around. Thank you so much for coming over. We love you all loads. And that's that. Love you guys. Bye.